Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin about to retest $60,000. Let's send it. We'll also be discussing breaking news. $90 billion VanEck CEO says Bitcoin will hit $350,000 per coin, meaning it's heading to the moon, where no man has gone before. We'll also be discussing 3 indicators screaming Bitcoin bull market in the early stages of a parabolic advance, according to this crypto analyst, as well as breaking news. MicroStrategy adds 18,300 Bitcoin and now holds 14.14 billion worth of BTC. Shout out to Michael Saylor. We'll also be discussing this exchange will stop trading all crypto assets almost after a $1.5 million fine with the SEC. They officially settled. We're referring to Etoro, by the way, as well as Trump to launch World Liberty Financial crypto platform on September 16th. It's a DeFi project. Here's Max Kaiser's response to that. Number 1, Trump coins purchasing power is mathematically guaranteed to go to effectively zero against Bitcoin. Number 2, it's centralized garbage, no different than any of the fiat money garbage. It'll get hacked. And number 3, it is not unconfiscatable or uncensorable. Preach. We'll also be discussing Satoshi era $10 million Bitcoin price prediction suddenly emerges from the past. I'll be breaking this down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes, go ahead and subscribe, then hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, just like this. Today is pod episode 1756. I'm your host, JV. It's September 13th. 2024. Welcome, everyone. Let's kick it off with our market watch. As we do each and every day, we got Bitcoin pumping right before I went live. A nice little pump action. We're up over 2,000 on the day, about to retest 60,000. We're currently at 59,800, according to Coin360, up 4% on the day. We have Ether up 4%, trading back above 2,400. Solana, XRP, Cardano, AVAX, everything pumping in the green. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is on the climb as well at 2.09 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap, 1.179 trillion. We got, check out the top gainers, but let's actually check out some of the Bitcoin dominance I'm anxious to see. Ether dominance still all the way down at 13.9%. Bitcoin dominance 56.4%. Let me know which cryptos you're most bullish on for this particular bull. You can see a lot of gainers in the market today. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we'll get a visual perspective on the daily. Like 90 to 95% of the market in the green, which is nice. And zooming out on the monthly, get a more broader perspective. I'd say 70-30 in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're still a 32 in fear. Yesterday, 31. Last week, a 22. Last month, a 30. And checking out the time chain calendar. We have 188,000 blocks yet to go until the next halving, which will more than likely take place April of 2028. We're currently on block number 861,157. And today you can only buy 1,677 Satoshis for $1. The other day we were above 1,800, but just goes to show you when we start pumping, this number is going to go down. So take advantage of it and act accordingly. And so there you have it, yo. But anyways, we got a lot to cover, so let's dive right in with today's Bitcoin technical analysis. We'll check out the charts where the price action is likely to go next. Headline reads, Bitcoin make it or break moment. Hangs on 46 Bitcoin price support, according to ARK Invest Research. Well, let's see how this plays out, yo. Bitcoin is at a make or break as it faces a duel with crucial support. New research warns. In its latest monthly report, U.S. investment management firm ARK Invest said the key Bitcoin price levels are now 52,046. Ironic, considering we're right on the cusp of 60,000 at the time of the live. But Bitcoin has failed to bounce significantly after finish to August, down nearly 9%. ARK Invest summarizes, there's plenty of bulls to worry about. Bitcoin is no longer respecting classic bull market support levels in the form of the 200-day moving average and short-term hodler cost basis, defined by the report as 63.7 and 63.2 respectively. The chart showing mean reversion levels leaves the on-chain reversion level near 46,000 as the last chance, with ARK defining its overall stance as bearish. Quoting them here. Currently, Bitcoin's most important price supports are at 52 and 46. The latter confirmed by its on-chain mean is the red line in the chart, which you can see on your screen. And now, just like the short-term hodlers, the term given to Bitcoin's more speculative hodler cohort, institutional investors also face unrealized losses. Hodlers of the US spot Bitcoin ETFs are calculates risk being in the red 8 months after launch. Quoting them here. At the end of August, the estimated cost basis of the US spot ETF participants was higher than the Bitcoin price, suggesting the average ETF investor may be at a loss, according to them here. And despite the gloom, positive aspects of the current market landscape have emerged. In fact, there's a lot of bullishness right now. ARK points to the Bitcoin price drawdown sticking to historical norms, low levels of the short-term hodler liquidations, and favorable macroeconomic conditions amongst the reasons for optimism. Bitcoin MVRVZ score, which compares the market cap to the cost basis, also remains in bull market territory. Quoting them here, at the close of August, the MVRVZ score was 1.6 relative to the mean at 1.42. The means serves as a demarcation point between the bull market and the impending bear market. So like the line in the sand, right? The tipping point. Bitcoin traded at 58,000 roughly like an hour ago, but we're already close to 60, looking to retest. So let's pull up some of the live charts. But I also want to point out here, $90 billion VanEck CEO says Bitcoin will hit 350,000. He just shared this on Fox Business. So let's send it. And pulling up some of the live charts via TradingView via Coinbase. I'm sure we got a lot of bullish targets here today. This is the 1 hour. We got that blue bullish target sitting at roughly 64,000. We also have a downside target sitting at 52.5. And we do have a rising wedge formation, which you can clearly see. And zooming out, we'll check out the 4 hour and we'll work our way back. 4 hour chart again. This is live and in the flesh. Look at that big green candle. Godzilla, send it. We do have a target sitting at 63.7. And we also have a downside target here sitting at 52.6. And let's check out the daily chart. I'm sure they're all going to be bullish today. Here's the 1 day. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 7 daily candle closes have been green and impressively green. Only a itty bitty ready in between 3 days ago. So that's looking good as well. But we do have a downside target to be aware of at 47.7 here on the daily chart. And zooming out for the weekly, we do have that sexy cup and handle target sitting at 125,000. My prediction is we likely hit this in the 4th quarter of this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And zooming out, we'll check out the monthly chart right here. Do you think the month of September will close in the green, or do you think the historic previous, every September, typically on average, we go down roughly 5%? Let me know your thoughts either way. It's been sideways the majority of this year, but at the beginning of the year, we did have we were very bullish beginning of the year. We had 7 green consecutive monthly closes, and then it's been trading sideways since, but we'll see how this plays out. And we all know the 4th quarter is right around the corner. So there you have it, yo. Our next headline here reads, 3 indicators screaming Bitcoin bull market in the early stages of a parabolic advance. Amen. Let's go. So as you can see here, synonymous crypto trader Tech Dev shares a graphic with his 500,000 followers that charts liquidity cycle, the Bitcoin Relative Strength Index known as the RSI, and the Bitcoin Fisher Transform indicator. As we can see here, all these metrics. TechDev's first chart displays a line for the Bitcoin price and a line that pits the Chinese 10-year bonds against the M2SL, which is seasonally adjusted measure of the money supply here in the United States. And based on the chart, he appears to suggest an expansion in the CN10, which is the 10-year Chinese, bond against the M2SL, which could trigger a big Bitcoin rally. The RSI indicator is a momentum oscillator used to determine whether an asset is oversold or overbought. The RSI's values range from 0 to 100 with a level between 70 to 100, indicating that an asset is overbought, while the 0 to 30 level indicates that an asset is oversold. Now, TechDev also charts Bitcoin's Fisher Transform indicator to pinpoint the trend reversals. The analyst's graphics suggest that both the RSI and the Fisher Transform indicator are both demonstrating patterns that look similar to patterns preceding the Bitcoin massive 2017 bull run. How many of you remember that? And look at this chart. Now check it. Back in 2017, Bitcoin went from sub 1,000 to almost 20,000, which is a 20x gain within 1 year. I want you to do the math here. What if, hypothetically speaking, Bitcoin did another 20x like it did in 2017? this cycle between this year and next year, because typically it's the year preceding the halving we hit the cycle peak. For example, the halving was in 2016, but the parabolic run-up, the big parabolic gains, was a year following the halving in 2017. So what if history is to repeat? What happens? You got $1 million Bitcoin. Here's the latest. Speaking of the Giga Chad, the headline reads, MicroStrategy adds 18,300 Bitcoin, now holds 14.14 billion worth of the biddy. That's right. MicroStrategy, as we know, is a publicly traded business intelligence software company, announced the acquisition of approximately 18,300 Bitcoin between August 6th and September 12th. The company's Form 8K to the U.S. SEC states that the purchase, worth $1.11 billion, now we all know that's a divine omen, I love those ones, was made at an average price of $60,400 per Bitcoin, including expenses and fees. The firm, led by renowned CEO Mikey Saylor, has continued to expand its holdings of Bitcoin over the past 4 years after making its first purchase on August 11th, another divine omen, of 2020. And as Michael Saylor shared here, MicroStrategy has acquired 18,300 Bitcoin for $1.11 billion at $60,408 per Bitcoin, and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 4.4% year to date. Or quarter to date, QTD, and 17% year to date. As of September 12, 2024, so as of yesterday, they now hodl 244,800 Bitcoin, acquired for $9.5 billion at 38,500 per Bitcoin. Not too shabby, almost up double. Now, the company's recent acquisition increases Bitcoin holdings to approximately 244,800 Bitcoin, as I pointed out, worth over $14 billion. And their average purchase price, not too shabby, at 38,500, with a cumulative investment of around 9.45 billion in Bitcoin, means they're up roughly $5 billion in profit. Unrealized profits, that is. Now, MicroStrategy's aggressive approach has sparked debate and praise from financial analysts over the years. But the firm has not slowed its acquisition of the biddy. The funds used to purchase this latest 18,300 Bitcoin were raised through selling its company shares, enabling through a sales agreement with several financial institutions on August 1st. And according to the SEC filing, MicroStrategy has raised approximately $1.11 billion by September 12th from selling an aggregate of 8 million shares under the sales agreement. The capital raised from the sale of these over 8 million shares was directly allocated to expanding the firm's Bitcoin holdings and increasing its portfolio size. Now, MicroStrategy trumps Buffett's warning. On August 10th, MicroStrategy held 226,500 Bitcoin, worth almost $14 billion in reserves, acquired at an average price $37,000, and the value of MicroStrategy's stock rose by around 1,000%. It's been crushing. I think it's one of the top performers in the S&P since August of 2020. And Max Kaiser says Michael Saylor's the employee of the month. So shout out Mikey Saylor. Equating over 16.25x returns. So yeah, even MicroStrategy has been outpacing Bitcoin's growth. So MicroStrategy, very bullish, doing very well. Obviously bullish on the Bitcoin, and it's paying off. Again, they're up roughly $5 billion in unrealized gains. Shout out Michael Saylor. Well done. But anyways, let's continue with the news, fam. Our next story of the day, the SEC did a settlement with Etoro. Or Etoro did a settlement with the SEC, I should say. And I don't think they could promote anything except like the core cryptos, which is interesting. I wonder if other exchanges are going to follow suit with this. And speaking of the Nippinator, he says hi. He heard his name, so he ran up here. Smash the likes for the Nippinator. Repost for the Nippinator. We may get a new Nippinator indicator. You never know. But the headline here reads, this exchange will stop trading almost all the crypto assets after a $1.5 million SEC settlement. So yeah, within the next 6 months, the U.S. arm of the financial services company Etoro would seize almost all crypto asset trading on its platform due to a new order from the SEC. The shakedown continues, folks. According to a press release from the SEC, Etoro has violated federal security laws since at least 2020. And as a result, the exchange would pay a fine of $1.5 million and make a limited set of cryptos available for trading. The SEC accused Etoro of operating as an unregistered broker and clearing agency and facilitating the buying and selling of crypto assets as securities on its online trading platform. While the exchange offered these services, it failed to comply with the registration provisions of the federal security laws. And in line with the settlement, Etoro has agreed to cease violating federal security laws. Henceforth, the exchange will only offer Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum to its issuers. That's all. I don't know how many trading pairs they currently have, but I would assume a lot. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ether, which is an interesting choice, including Bitcoin Cash in there. But I guess everything else is being deemed an unregistered security. Ethereum got the green light. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, that's it. So following the SEC order, eToro's customers have only 180 days to sell the other assets that are to be eliminated from the platform. What is that, 6 months, a half a year? Or the exchange will liquidate the cryptos and return the proceeds to the users. The SEC said the online trading platform neither admitted nor denied the allegations, but just agreed with the settlement. Quoting them here, by removing tokens offered as investment contracts from its platform, eToro has chosen to come into compliance and operate within our established regulatory framework. This resolution not only enhances investor protection, but also offers a pathway for other crypto intermediaries. The $1.5 million penalty reflects eToro's agreement to cease violating applicable federal security laws as it continues its U.S. operations. Right on. So over the past few years, eToro has taken steps to remain compliant to the SEC laws. In June of 2023, the exchange imposed restrictions on several crypto assets classified as securities in the agency's lawsuits against Coinbase and Binance. The assets included Algorand, Decentraland, Dash, Polygon, and notably, the firm had already delisted XRP, Cardano, and Tron for several reasons months prior. Meanwhile, eToro is not just facing regulatory heat from the SEC, also the Australian Securities and Investment Commission sued the platform last month for harming investors through their products. So the shakedown, Operation Crypto Choke Point, continues. That's kind of crazy because if it happens to them, makes me think, what's to stop it from happening on all the other platforms? So something to consider. Crazy, right? Next story, yo. Let's keep it moving. We discussed the latest with eToro. Here's big news with the Trump DeFi project, which officially launches this upcoming week, I think in a few days. Here's the headline. Trump to launch World Liberty Financial Crypto Platform on September 16th. That's Monday. Oh, snap. So, yeah, here's the latest here. Trump's crypto project World Liberty Financial will launch September 16th. The former president, 2024 Republican presidential nominee, announced September 12th. Video posted on X. Trump said he would go live on the platform to launch the project, which will be controlled by his sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. Quoting him here, "We are embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind." And that's coming directly from Mr. Trump. Trump had previously made several cryptic posts concerning World Liberty Financial, vaguely positioning it as a decentralized finance platform in borrowing and lending. A white paper reported the project would allow users to store money in a digital wallet, offer a credit account system, borrow or lend cash to others, and use tokens to invest in assets like crypto. A non-transferable governance token has also been mentioned as part of the platform. Statements from the World Liberty Financial have also suggested it. They want to spread the use of the US dollar peg stablecoins and DeFi, along with bullish comments about the stablecoins. The project has teased the partnership in collaboration with DeFi protocol Aave, possibly indicating World Liberty Financial would be built on the Ethereum blockchain. Interesting. Trump had secured strong support within the crypto community since promising the support of the industry, if again elected, President November 5th. Right around the corner. He had pledged clearer regulations and said he would fire SEC Chair Claire Gare, Mr. Gensler, who has undertaken enforcement actions against multiple large crypto firms. Sentiment around the World Liberty Financial has been mixed. Some question Trump's decision to launch the project while also running for president, as the project is set to go live 50 days before the election. Meanwhile, Nick Carter, a Trump supporter and partner of Castle Island Ventures, told Politico September 6th that the project was a huge mistake. Quoting him here, "It looks like Trump's inner circle is just cashing in on his recent embrace of crypto in a kind of naive way," he said. "Frankly, it looks like they're burning a lot of goodwill that has been built with the industry so far." I second down on what Nick Carter just said. I agree 100% with that. You let me know your thoughts, fam. Those linked to the venture have faced an onslaught from hackers and scammers. Not surprised. Scammers also managed to hack Donald Trump's daughter-in-law's Laura Trump and his daughter Tiffany Trump's X accounts on September 4th. I mean, Trump is the biggest target of the world. There was just like assassination attempt on his life. So to think that hackers aren't going to target his platform is naive, if you ask me, family. But let me know your thoughts. Posting sham links claiming to be connected to World Liberty Financial. Now, on August 30th, the World Liberty Financial Telegram Group had to denounce a series of fake ads and giveaways attempting to profit from the hyper. And with AI nowadays, how many deep fake AI things are going to be scamming people now using Trump because he has a platform? Kind of like it's a conflict in a lot of ways. To me, it don't make any sense. I think it's going to end very badly, and I'm just going to throw that out there on the record. I don't think this is going to end well for the platform or Trump. And let's come back here. Remember, I said this on September 13th, 3 days before the launch. Now, on August 8th, Eric Trump had to clarify that Restore the Republic meme coin was not affiliated. See, people are so confused. It's insane. With the World Liberty Financial after it surged 155 million within hours of the debut. Now, respect to Max Kaiser. Here's his thoughts. Because Eric Trump put, "Crypto is the future. I'm all in." And then Max Kaiser responded, number one, Trump's coin purchasing power is mathematically guaranteed to go to effectively zero against Bitcoin. Number two, it's centralized garbage. No different than any fiat money garbage. It'll get hacked. I definitely think it'll get hacked. Number three, it is not unconfiscatable or uncensorable. Correct. And for that fact, why would you even care about it? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, but I agree 100% with what Nick Carter said. I agree 100% with what Max Kaiser said. And I personally think it's going to end very bad. I don't think there's been any successful celebrity endorsed cryptos in the history of crypto. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Now for our feature story of the day, Satoshi Ebra, $10 million Bitcoin price prediction suddenly emerges from the past. And you already know who it is, Hal Finney. So let's discuss this right here. Data showed on X indicates that the very first prediction of Bitcoin theoretically reaching 10 million per coin in the future was made by a person very close to Satoshi. In fact, some believe Hal Finney is Satoshi. I want to know your thoughts. The author of the post pointed out that all the complaints about Bitcoin being predicted to reach 1 million pale in comparison to the earlier ultra bullish forecast. Here's the first person who said Bitcoin could reach 10 million. The very first person. Let's actually go to this tweet with the evidence, the proof, the receipts, as Vivek shares here. You think 1 million is crazy? Meet Hal Finney. A week after Bitcoin went live. So a week after the Genesis block. I believe that was Jan 3rd, hence Samson Mouse Company, Jan 3. So 1 week after would be around, let's just say, January 11th, because the 11th is a divine number. Predicting 10 million. Freaking legend. And I'm just going to read verbatim what Hal Finney wrote, and may he rest in peace. As an amusing thought experiment, imagine that Bitcoin is successful. It becomes the dominant payment system in use throughout the world. Then the total value of the currency should be equal to the total value of the wealth in the world. Current estimates of the total worldwide household wealth that I found range from $100 trillion to $300 trillion. And again, this is like 15 years ago. I think it's probably now like 800 trillion, and that's conservative, but nonetheless. Continue. With 20 million coins, that gives each coin a value of about $10 million. So the possibility of generating coins today with a few cents of computational time may be quite a good bet, with a payoff of something like 100 million to 1. Even if the odds of Bitcoin succeeding to this degree are slim, are they really 100 million to 1 against? Something to think about. You got to respect Hal Finney, the legend himself. I mean, that's pretty lit. And also consider there's probably 5-6 million Bitcoin lost and gone forever, which make it that much more scarce at the end of the day. So many believe Hal Finney was Satoshi's real name. Interesting. There is no way of finding out for sure now, since the cypherpunk sadly passed away 10 years ago. On August 28th of 2014, he suffered from ALS, diagnosed in 2009, the same year of the Bitcoin launch, and he passed away when he was a young 58 years old. Crazy, right? Now, in the post of the letter, in which the latter described the conditions under which Bitcoin would soar to 10 million per coin in the future, according to Finney, to make that happen, Bitcoin needs to become the dominant payment system in use throughout the world. And in this case, the Satoshi candidate continued, the total value of Bitcoin needs to reach equality with the total value of the wealth in the world. Back in 2009, the total worldwide household wealth equaled 100 to 300 trillion. That divided by 20 million, for some reason used by Finney instead of 21 million, maybe probably just for easy math, I would assume, would make each Bitcoin worth approximately $10 million per coin. Finney then pointed out that mining Bitcoin with compute time worth just a few cents could prove quite a good bet. You can say that again. Something like a reward of 100 million to 1. Crazy, right? Now, this week during his visit to CNBC's Squawk Box, Bitcoiner and MicroStrategy executive Mikey Saylor made a similar prediction. He expects Bitcoin to reach $10 million in 21 years. I think it was 13 million to be more precise. We covered it in the pod, but nonetheless. As soon as Bitcoin absorbs approximately 7% of the gold market, I think it's going to capture the majority of the gold market because it's superior to the precious metal in every element it can be compared. That's my opinion. Currently, it holds only 0.01% of it. And also, I must point out, that was Michael Saylor's base case. That's not even the bull case, yo. So let me know your thoughts. Bitcoin to 10 million. Again, if we do a modest 50x from here, 20x from here takes us to 1 million. And then 10x from there, bada boom, bada bing. We got Hal Finney's target. I think it's destiny. I'm pretty confident we'll hit 10 million. Obviously, I don't think it'll happen this cycle, but I could see 1 million by 2029, the year after the following halving coming up. And then the following halving after that, we can talk turkey here. Hal wanted to get the community to raise funds to send Satoshi an economics conference. When Satoshi suggested that Hal goes, that's when he revealed his sickness. Thanks for sharing there, JBZ. Come on, pump already, please, says Anonymous. Send it. Sorry, driving and misfired. You're in the same exclusive club that I'm in. It gets special filtering for people who say things. Yeah, obviously censorship is at all-time highs. Political season, especially on the tube. So it kind of just is what it is. That's why we have the uncensored version of the pod when the YouTube stream ends. But anyways, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I'm just going to do my best to read your comments out loud. There's your opportunity to ask me anything you like. Share comments, ask questions. Just note for the 1,000 people on X, if you want your comment to be shown on screen so I read it out loud, head on over to the YouTube channel. It's cryptonewsalerts.net. And if you guys could actually subscribe, it'll help with the YouTube algo because I feel we've been shadow banned since I got my account back from the false termination. And it sucks. I think I lost clearly like 90% of our traffic there, but we make up for it on the X. So it's all good in the hood. But nonetheless, welcome everyone joining the stream. We're live on X. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. Shout out Sailing, Fishing, Shooting Adventures. I like the new updated username. Shout out South Africa. Welcome to the stream. Won't the pump happen when the crypto proves bullish during the bear stock market is the real question, says Sam. Won't the pump happen when crypto proves bullish? Crypto don't got to prove nothing. Bitcoin is on its own vector, and it will just pump when it wants to pump. In fact, speaking of a pump, pump it up. Pump it up. That's the reality of it.